Long way.
It's a long way. It's going to take us like, what, 9 days to get from our hometown in Benalla, Victoria, all the way up to Sydney. I believe it is, what, a 7-hour drive?
Straight drive, 7 hours straight drive, yeah.
So we're gonna take our time, because you know what? This is Road Trip Australia, not Great Race Australia. Alright guys, we are officially ready to head up to Sydney, which was our old hometown before we moved to Benalla. So we haven't been back for 5 years. Pretty excited to go back, see some of our old haunts. We are packed up, we are ready to go. We've done all of those really important jobs, like going to the dump point. So...
and going to the toilet.
And going to the toilet. So today the plan is we are going to head up the Hume. We are going to take a little stop at a weigh bridge, just check our weights. Always a good idea, I think, just to touch base and see what's going on. So there's a public weigh bridge just outside of Wodonga at a little place called Barnawatha. We're going to stop there today before we cross the border and officially hit New South Wales. And then our next stop, our overnight stop, is going to be a long half an hour up the road. And we're going to stop overnight at the Ettamogah Pub. So... free beer tomorrow. Free beer tomorrow?
Free beer
tomorrow.
Oh,
well, we better stop there tonight.
I happen to know.
Let's do this.
Let's do this!
And action.
Oh, I'm speeding. 95. What'd you say? You're 95?
Well, that's not speeding technically. You are allowed to do 100.
I know. Parked up here at the Ettamogah Pub just outside of Albury. It's a free camp out the back of the pub. They just ask that you go in and support them by having a beer or getting a drink or having a meal or something. So we've been over, we've had a beer here, Ettamogah Pub.
Ettamogah Pub, had a beer here.
Awesome. But before I forget, I just wanted to let you guys know how we went at the weigh station, because I completely forgot to film what happened, because it was a bit of a stuff up. I'll put my hand up and say I did not read the sign properly. So lesson number 1. If you want to go and weigh your van at one of the Go weigh stations, hot tip from Nikki, read the sign, okay? Because I didn't read it properly. We had the van in the wrong spot. The car was on 2 platforms, so we got those 2 axles, but I had the van on 1 platform rather than splitting that over 2 and then getting the van weight over the axles and the weight of the down weight on the jockey wheel. So I stuffed up. So that little mistake cost us $35, because we had to then drive off and drive on and do it again and get everything in the right spot. and pay $35 again, which kind of sucked big time. So no pizza for Nikki tonight at Ettamogah Pub because I wasted it on 2 goes at the weighbridge because I can't read instructions properly. That's the short of that story. Anyways, that aside, the good news is we are well under our GCM at the moment, and we are getting a GCM upgrade done to our Ranger so that we can fit a canopy and some drawers and a fridge slide in the back because we don't have any of that sort of stuff yet. But as far as the car and the van goes, separately and together, the van is under our ATM on the van and our combined mass is under as well. So thumbs up, that's awesome. And we did go over with full water tanks and I actually stocked up on quite a bit of heavy food.
We're at
Bloopers?
Blooper. We're at Ettamogah Pub. There's a playground for the kids and there's something much, much cooler. Not sure if you can hear me or not, but they've got free jumping castles for the kids.
Spider-Man kiss.
Oh, hello.
Spider cocky, spider cocky. Does whatever a spider cocky does.
Help me, I'm stuck.
Would appear you have broken the law.
Let me out.
No.
Help me.
No, I don't think
I'm
so.
stuck.
See you later.
No.
Bye.
Help me, no.
Ta-ta.
Help me.
See you later. One down. Let's go.
Bit of a chilly start to today. I don't know how cold it got overnight, but
4 degrees, 3 or 4 degrees.
certainly wasn't as cold as what it had been in Victoria. I can honestly say it was a tad bit warmer here in New South Wales. We have left the Ettamogah Pub, which is just outside of Albury, and we are heading up to Gundagai, where I think we're going to spend a couple of days. There's a little free camp down by the river that we're going to go and check out, but we have stopped for morning tea at a pretty cool little stop along the Hume. If you haven't had a chance to pop into Holbrook, you can go and let the kids play. On a cool old submarine.
Typical Beals big adventure.
It's friggin' raining. It's raining. It just, yeah. So, I am thinking though, seriously, if anyone would like our rain services, we'll just come to your town and we'll just bring the rain with us, because wherever we want to go, it rains. Just saying. We have made it to Gundagai, and just outside of the little township is a little donation camp. There is no facilities here, so you do need to be fully self-contained, but it's just a short little drive into town and you are right on the river. So it is a maximum of 3 days here, and I think we might take 3 days to go and explore Gundagai and have a bit of a poke around and see what's here. Woohoo! Gundagai, she's a bit fresh up at the lookout. It's a bit cold. You right there, Charlotte?
Yeah. This is my big jacket.
Alright, so we are at the lookout in South Gundagai, which is pretty cool. So I'll turn this around and show you guys in a sec, but I'm just going to say it's freezing, so we probably won't be here for very long, but as an interpretive sign for you guys, if you do manage to come up this way, and even on a cloudy, overcast day like today, there's still some pretty good views. I think we're going to spend all of about 2 minutes up here before our fingers go blue, and it is time to get back in the car. Actually, can anybody see our caravan? We should be down there somewhere. We are going to go and check out the sights today. The weather looks a little bit better than what it did yesterday. We have seen a few pockets of sunshine, which is a bit exciting after yesterday's rain and cold wind and everything else that was disgusting. So we're going to hit up the information centre and see what there is to do in the amazing little town of Gundagai.
Well, Charlotte's got one thing that we're going to look at.
What was it?
What's at Gundagai that you want to go and see?
Captain Moonlight's grave.
Captain Moonlight's grave, the infamous bushranger. So we'll definitely put that on our list today, and maybe a couple of lookouts, and I don't know, see what the information centre has to offer. Alright, first things first, always pop into the info centre. You guys always get the hot tips, where to go, all those things, what's happening, and all that sort of good jazz at the info centre in Gundagai, which is just behind me. There's Shannon and Charlotte. There is a marble statue that has been made with all local marble by a local guy whose name I can't remember. Mr.
Look on the screen.
Look on the screen. I'll put it on there. I've gone completely blank. Took 28 years to complete. It
3
is
hours a night.
3 hours a night, 28 years. It is absolutely amazing. If you go into the information centre, it is in there. Couple of bucks to go and see, and I tell you what, it is quite incredible when you go and see the detail that was put into this thing, and just the dedication and the commitment to making something over such a long period. It was definitely his life work, and it is on display at the information centre for everyone else to go and appreciate now. We're going to start doing a little walk around the town and take you guys with us and show you what's going on in Gundagai. Gundagai, you will see a lot of things that reference the Great Flood, or the flood of 1852, that actually destroyed the original township, and it was then moved up to the hill to its current location. But there is a sign that is down on Yarry Bridge, which you can just see behind me, and we'll put in a little insert of Charlotte standing in front of it. We'll just give you an idea, an indication of just how much water actually came through this area back in the 1850s. It is insane. The town was wiped out in 1852, but there was another even bigger flood that came through the following year, which is at the very top of the pole. And I tell you what, walking around this low-lying area now where they originally built the town, it is almost impossible to imagine just that much water through this area. It's such a large area, and would have been absolutely devastating. But if you guys have a chance and you want to come and check it out and see some of the history of Gundagai, then this little marker here I think needs to be on your list as well. And this amazing flat piece of ground here is the site of the original township that was flooded and destroyed in 1852. You can get down here. It is under the old train bridge, and there is a monument behind us to the school that was destroyed. Sadly, quite a few people actually lost their lives here, and I do believe that it was Australia's greatest national tragedy up until the 2009 bushfires, and it still rates really high as one of our largest tragedies, greatest loss of life. So it is a very sad story here, but from that sadness there is actually a really lovely story about two local Indigenous men who were here at the time, Yarry and Jackie Jack, who actually saved quite a lot of people, and their story is immortalised in the township, and they are considered local heroes. So if you're in Gundagai, make sure you stop at the monument down the main street, which explains the whole story of this area and the tragedy of the floods, but also the heroism of those two men who saved as many people as were lost in the floods as well. So quite a story here in Gundagai. If you come in from South Gundagai to North Gundagai, or vice versa, you will go over an old wooden bridge that is all that is left of the Prince Alfred bridge. I'll double check that and make sure that's right down the bottom. Pretty historically significant there for a long time. I believe it was the longest bridge in New South Wales until they built the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Unfortunately, the rest of the road bridge was taken down in November of last year, and this little bit here behind me that goes over the Murrumbidgee River is now all that is left. But the train viaduct, which runs alongside this one, is still here, and we're going to go and check that out next. Go and pay our respects to Captain Moonlight, hey?
Yeah. Let's see if we can find it.
It is a beautiful day to come out and have a look at the lookouts today. We've popped up to the north. Yeah, I'm not sure. Mount. Anyways, in the north of Gundagai. I do think the one that we went to yesterday in the south is actually a better view, but it's always worth popping up and having a look. But if you've got to pick one, I think go to the one in South Gundagai and have a look at there. It's over there.
Straight up there.
Much nicer view, I think, of the town and the rivers. All right, 5 fun facts about Gundagai. Go.
Okay, Captain Moonlight was buried here. This is the site of the Great Flood in 1852. It's got 2 very cool playgrounds, a very amazing, beautiful lookout, and it's got the longest train bridge in New South Wales.
Is it the longest train bridge? We don't know. It's super cool long,
Yeah.
so we'll just say that it is, yeah?
Yeah.
5 fun facts from Charlotte.
Yeah.
Boom.
Woo!
Alright, well, it is a cold and miserable and very foggy day here today. We have checked the weather app, weather zone, And it is going to rain a lot.
Yes.
Yes,
Lots
it
of
is. Lots of rain.
It's going to be very wet.
So we've made the decision that we're going to pack up and move on today from Gundagai. We're going to head to the showgrounds at Yass, which was not where we were going to go next, but we are going to try and bunker down there. Hopefully we can get a spot and see if we can ride out this rain that's coming across, because unfortunately we are kind of living in the stone ages here with our van, and we only have AGM batteries. So if we do not get the solar, then we do not get the power. So, yeah, we've got at least 2 days of pretty full-on intense rain coming over, about 48 hours. It's not going to stop raining, so
Projected about
projected
60, 70 mils of rain across 2 days.
So yeah, we're going to pack up. We're going to head off early. Gundagai, been heaps of fun. We were talking about maybe spending another day, but the weather has changed that.
Not with this rain.
Not with the rain. So we're going to get move on here this morning. We're going to finish packing up the van, putting a few things away, and we're going to hit the road, Jack.
Yep.
Let's do it.